What if I told you there's a home for people like you? A school where you'd be surrounded by your peers to master the deadly arts.
What happened was, I was filming this massive scene on Avengers, and then Joe Russo pulled me to the side, and we went into the woods, and he...
That's where Joe has his
He gave me an offer I couldn't refuse, and I met this reprobate, and they're amazing. They're omnipresent, and it's good to have them in the fold.
Yeah, they've been huge. I mean, it's been, it's not something where they just put their names on it and walked away. They're creatively very involved. Like Joe and I spend a number of nights in the editing bay, till 3, 4 in the morning. He's very passionate, and frankly, how he finds the time without substance abuse, I'm not quite sure. But the man is a TNT keg, and so I don't think that, I think a lot of the quality in what we ended up with is a direct result of the love that the Russo brothers have put into it and the faith they've put into us. It was always about trying to capture the authentic teen experience in a way that didn't have the veneer or the polish that as a parent I want to give it. I didn't want to remember it the way that it existed, but I think that in doing so, that's when art achieves something that matters. I think that's when it matters the most, is that people can identify with the truth of it, and that when you don't try and give them a product that has that polished veneer, that they feel that some identification. And for me, that was punk rock in the 80s. That was Ian MacKaye and Henry Rollins, and that stuff made me feel not alone. And so the goal of this has always been to really focus on that emotion and on that heart.
I would describe his journey as, being this lone wolf in the beginning, who, all he wants really is a family. And he's sent to a school full of monsters.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not monsters. We treat you well.
Some people are good.
Yes. Some people aren't quite that monstrous to Marcus, and some people are.
Definitely.
Yeah, and getting to know this dude has been great, but our characters don't really
Feelings
quite
mutual.
like each other, from the start.
Yeah.
And it's been fun being able to play with that.
It's been so much
dynamic
fun.
between-
Yeah.
They've done their best to inhabit the characters in a way that's, it's very fulfilling to see it all kind of come together and watch what started off as this unpack into this as we sort of grow it out, and seeing what they've done. They've really put in their work. Yeah.
He sent us all a bunch of playlists for our characters. And we also did a little bit of research.
Yeah,
and that was fun.
Do some research.
I mean, even the comics are a great research for
Yeah,
the 80s
absolutely.
in general,
And even for me, my character is Mexican, so I had to go back to the 80s in Mexico, and that was something.
And for me, I had to go get in the mind of somebody who grew up in a very urban area. Willie grew up in Compton, so I'm listening to NWA, Public Enemy, stuff like that. It really helps you get in the mindset of a young man who's living in that environment, in that neighborhood, yeah.
I got like a song that's called like shut the F up, the world is on fire, or something really intense.
Welcome to
and
the
I was sitting here listening to it like, oh God, what did I get myself into?
It gets pretty dark
But
sometimes.
we actually celebrated Lana's birthday at an 80s bar.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My 21st birthday, we celebrated at 80s bar because we were like, we can party and we can do character work.
We've been working out so much and training for the show that we're so fit right now. I don't know what to tell you. No, it's really good, and it's an honor to bring this amazing graphic novel to life. Really.
It's an honor to have you bring it.
Yeah, it's been so exciting because it's school and it's familiar, but it's also classes that we never took.
No.
We didn't learn how to handle weapons and how to take care of violent situations. But this right here, this is something that's really exciting.
They didn't teach poison when were you at that?
No, we didn't have Poison 101. Nah.
Weird.
When I worked with the katana, I wasn't aware how heavy it is. Like, they didn't give me the set. They didn't give me like a fake one. It was a real when I picked it up. So it was very, very heavy. But I hope to work with it a lot more as the season progresses. I think that would be amazing, and she's also my favorite character too. So thank you.
And Lana's agreed to lose a few fingers. We realized that trying to get the fingers off and the VFX, it was very expensive.
Right.
And so we're just gonna cut. We're taking a few
We're gonna cut
fingers
it off. Yeah.